everyone, welcome back. So we are still in Voyage 18 and I believe we're in week 7 of it. I did miss last week, and like I said, this month is going to be off and on because I have stuff going on during the weekends, and it turned out we ended up doing our item yesterday, so I realized it was probably time to hurry up and get one update in, because next week and I'm definitely going to be gone and I don't know exactly my time frame on being back, so next week will be an off one too. So with being in Voyage 18, I went ahead and put in 2 seahorses along with the 5 starfish for our 7 little friends to swim around with us this week. And I hope everyone's having a good week and a good month. Actually, we had a nice rainstorm last night and that was very refreshing, and I actually slept with the window open, and I slept on the couch right beside the window just to get the rain sound, and I had a very good sleep due to that. So anyway, we'll go ahead and jump into what I've been up to as far as numbers go. So what we're doing is using a small line of credit, and it's 4,000 is the line. And actually I realized I've been mathematically doing it by what's available, so I hope that makes sense that I've been doing it that way. So we'll start off with where we left off last time with that line of credit. We ended it with a balance of $473.50, and that's what's available. And then, like I said, the limit is 4,000. On that. So $473.50 is what's available. And then from that amount, we used $181.53 to pay the student loan. And then we also did $250 onto the visa. And at that point, that brought us available $41.97. And we then did have a payroll check, and since there's 2 weeks combined, there's actually a $2,000 that was added to the line, making available $2,041.97. And then I did go ahead and send that $41.97 to savings, and that was just to kind of even things up. So that leaves us with the $2,000 available. And so far all I have really done since doing that was I did $500 onto the visa, and that's mainly because I'm going to be using that visa as the primary card. I don't really want to use the Citibank, the American Express. I want those to get paid down, and I'm finding that the visa has a much lower rate. It's like a 10.15, and it's easier to make deposits in and out of that for paying bills and such, because this is one you can literally put everything in the visa and take it out for anything, because it's linked to a checking account. So this is a credit card linked to a checking account, so that makes it easier to use. The only thing is it's not in the primary checking account, it's the secondary checking account, so I do have to do some transfers back and forth or physically go to the location. But once we get all this stuff ironed out, that's not going to be that big of a deal, and I'm learning to kind of build up a buffer in that account. That way it won't matter about the being at a different place, because there'll be a buffer there. So after we did the $500 to visa, we then have $1,500 available, and then I think I did $100 in cash. And what I'm trying to do is, well, if we do any dine out or any other expenses, I'm trying to use cash only and just very limited amount on any of the cards to get those to pay down. I think I feel like that's, like, I really didn't do that much. Oh, I also made a payment towards Discover, and that's also to that's a balance transfer due in September. So I did do a $200 payment towards that Discover too. So then we end up with $1,200 available in this line of credit. Let's see, and then, so one of the primary things is to get that smaller city paid off. And for right now, we really didn't do a lot of transactions, so I'm just going to go ahead and just leave it at that $3,507.31 we had last time. Because I think there's like maybe a gas purchase on there and maybe one other item, but I didn't write it down, so I'll update that next time. But right now, this has a limit of 5,380. So we're at 3,507.31. So it'll cycle out, and then I think on the 18th. So today is the 17th. So I believe this will cycle out on Monday, and I think I will go ahead and then make a payment towards it on Tuesday on the 19th. I'll make a payment to both of the cities that will be cycling out. Let's see, I'm trying to think if I have anything else I was working on, and as far as let's see, upcoming payments, so we did this. Oh, I also forgot one other thing I did. I did do a $350 payment towards the American Express. So that was also done. And let's see, I need to get better about leaving my calculator closer to me when I'm doing this. But anyway, so 1,200 minus the 350. All right, so that leaves $850 that is available on that line of credit. And we still need to do, let's see, from last time we projected paying the student loan, and that was done. We projected the American Express, and that got done. I do need to do the car insurance. It did come out of a savings account, so I need to replenish that. So I'll make a note for car insurance. And that's around $155, $156. I also paid the gas bill. And I used the Visa to do that. And then we made that $200 payment to Discover 2. And then we still have the furnace bill of $300. And like I said, I need to start making some payment on that soon. So for right now, we are sitting at the Citibank that has a limit of 5,380 is about 3,500, and on Voyage 18 we have so far, as of the last time, we had paid off $3,059.33. So we have the 500 on the Visa. I would say would be part of that journey. The Discover 2, since that's coming up, can be part of it, and the American Express payment can also be part of the pay down on Voyage 18. So we're at $4,109.33. And basically, I think Voyage 18, the purpose is just to kind of get all of our lines and credit cards functioning better and paying down and going the right direction. And it looks like once again this week we were successful doing that. We didn't have any add-ons, and we do have a trip planned for next week. So that's another reason why I'm not being too aggressive on some of the payments. So we'll see how, I'm hoping the trip's cheaper than I'm thinking it's going to be. But anyway, let me know if you have any questions or comments. And Let's see if you made it this far into the video. Let me think. The code word, I think it's peppermint. I still have some old Christmas tree wrapping paper near me, and it has some peppermint picture on it. So peppermint is our code word this week, and I will talk to you in the next video. And once again, like I said, I'm going to be a little off on how things will go this month and next month, but I'll get back in track soon because I just have items that are coming up and throughout the weekend. So anyway, thanks for joining me, and once again, please like and subscribe to follow my journey, and all questions and comments are welcome. Thank you so much. Bye.